Everyone, my name is Michelle and I do 5-star book reviews, and today we are talking about this book right here called The Favorite Daughter by Kaira Rouda. And this is the first book I've read of hers. This is her second book. I did not read her first book, and it is so good. I was like, even though I still have this whole sinus thing going on, I'm like, I don't care. Before I can even move on to another book, I have to tell you guys about this book. Okay, let's get through some things here before I get too excited. This is her second book. Like I said, her first book was called Best Day Ever. This book is 368 pages. It's a psychological thriller, and it came out May 21st. And now I can start to get really, really excited because okay, take it slower. When I started this book out, I had no idea I knew what it was a little bit about, just a little bit, because I don't like to know too much. And then I start reading it and I'm like, I have to tell you, like the first chapter, at first I was going to give up. I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then the second chapter, I'm like, oh my God, don't. And then by the third chapter, I could not put the book down. Okay. So when you are reading this book, go past the first chapter. Don't let the first chapter make you believe that this is not, like at first you're like, well, this doesn't sound like a psychological thriller. This sounds like, just a story. And no, okay? You have got, her writing is incredible, okay? So let's talk about some of the things you're going to see up on your screen about what some people have said. Christina Alger, who I love, the banker's wife, I got to talk to her. She says compulsively readable and deeply satisfying psychological suspense. There you go. And I don't know if you read The Banker's Wife, but Christina kind of knows what she's talking about. And then the other one I have up here by J.T. Ellison. Intense, creepy, and classic Rouda. A chilling story told so well. Don't miss it. And I am telling you, like, you don't, she just comes in like you don't know what's coming. You can't see it, okay? You can't see it coming. So let me just give you a little bit of history. We can't talk about it too much because it's a psychological thriller, all right? We've got point of view from Jane Harris, main character, and her husband is David. Her daughter, her oldest daughter, Mary, who they adopted, okay? She died in a really freaky fall off a mountain accident. You know what? It has been happening lately, though. It's like, you think it's really weird, but I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of people falling off cliffs lately in the news, right? And then Betsy is her youngest daughter, and she's graduating from high school. Now, this whole book takes place in 4 days. But instead of doing it like day 1, day 2, day 3, like I've seen other authors do, she does it like day 1, hour, and then hour. I mean, if that does not build up the suspense, it is brilliant. Brilliant. Okay? So let's go to, you'll see up on your screen, the end of the first chapter, last line. So life, let's get ready to rumble. Oh my God, Kaira, I love that. Okay, when I read that, I just smiled and I'm like, wow, because I'm going to tell you the one con that I have about this book as me, like as a reader, okay? This is just me. When I'm reading a psychological thriller, I want it to open up with a really short first chapter. And that's kind of like a James Patterson thing. You know, he always keeps you going in these very short chapters. This first chapter is long, and I didn't know if I could make it because I'm waiting for this like suspense buildup. And in the first chapter, you're not really understanding what's going on, but it's a con. But then I'm like, you're so brilliant, because when I went back and read it, I was like, oh my God, she set us up perfectly. So what I would say was a con for other books I've read, for her, it worked. Okay. So don't give up. Don't give up that first chapter, okay? If you're thinking you're going to come into this and it's going to be James Patterson, boom, 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 it's not like that. But the payoff is incredible, okay? So it's not offensive. It's a psychological thriller, okay? So if you want to be offended, you can, but it's not offensive. And then the pros is that, Kaira, I seriously have never read a book like this. I was walking around yesterday reading it, going, anybody I passed, I'm like, I'm reading a book like I've never read before. I'm reading a book. Anybody want to know? Does anybody care that at the moment I'm reading a book that I have never read anything like? And then, so I went to bed reading it. I woke up this morning, like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't, a lot of times I put books down. Like I'll read a chapter, go do some laundry. Read a chapter, go load the dishwasher. Like that's kind of how I flow because I have a hard time sitting. I could not get up. Okay? I couldn't get up. I was like, no, I don't want to put it down. I want to keep reading. So, and the ending, we are not even talking ending. I don't spoil endings. It's nothing like I thought it was going to be. So there we go. And I talked too long, but I hope I got my point across. I hope you guys understand that this is like no other psychological thriller. And you know what? Another one of my cons is that it's 368 pages. I see that on a thriller and right away I'm like, you couldn't do it in 350. But with this, oh my God, like I didn't even realize that it was 368 pages. So there you go. I would have judged it before I read it if I would have saw that. And now, like, I saw it after and I'm like, oh my God, you just read a 368 page thriller and you are happy about it. So there we go. Let me know what you think. Okay, this book has been out for 2 weeks. I want to see it. I want to see it on lists. Let's go, people. I want to see this on the New York Times list. I want to see it. It is worthy of it. And I'm choking because I'm still not talking well. But anyway, go get the book. I'm going to put the IndieBound link. I'm going to put the Amazon link. Let me know what you think. You like psychological thrillers? This is your next one to read. Have a great Sunday, everybody.